Hi guys, welcome to my channel Java Minds. Today we are covering one of the important topic that is Java memory management, how Java memory management works. Okay, so basically guys, this is a very important concept because this question might you will get every time in the interview. So in this video, please watch this video till the end because at the end of this video, we are actually taking a practical example how the JVM will allocate the memory. Okay, so memory management in the Java is basically JVM is basically responsible to allocate, deallocate, manages the memory whenever the program executes. So unlike in the another language like in C++, developer is responsible to uh, maintain these things. Here in the Java, garbage collector is responsible to do these things. So next part is the JVM memory architecture. JVM memory architecture looks like this: heap area, stack area, method area, PC register, and native method stack. We will go into each memory area in one by one. So one is the heap memory. So basically heap memory is responsible to store the objects, instance variables, arrays. Okay, and this is a shared memory, so all the threads will having in a same heap memory. And garbage collector is responsible to remove the or clear the memories in the heap, clean maintain it in the of the heap. Okay, so basically if you take an example, employee emp equal to new employee, whenever you will create this object, that time this object will be created inside the heap. Next part is stack memory. Stack memory is basically not a shared memory. Every method will have a separate stack memory. Stack memory is responsible to store the local variable method calls. Okay, and whenever the method calls gets complete, that time that stack frame which is created for that method will get vanish. Then next part is basically method area. Method area is basically used to store the metadata information of the class. So whatever the method names, whatever the variables which are there inside the class, all those things will be stored inside the method area. So like, if you take this example, class employee which is having string static string company equal to abc, so it class name and the variable name is stored inside the method area. Next is, and we call it in as an Metaspace also in the newer Java version. Okay, program counter register is basically useful to store the current line execution of the JVM. So whenever the like it is useful for the JVM to actually check what is the current execution. So in the simple language we can see that like program counter is basically you stores the line number. It don't store the actually line number, it stores the address, but to understand we can keep that in mind. The next part of the memory is the native method stack. Native method stack is basically is used to store the memory area whenever Java communicates with any another language like C++. That time it stores those, it stores those data in the native method stacks. Okay, so in the next video we will like in the next part we will see the, yes guys, so you can take this example. So this is a student class. Inside this student class we are having the static variable college, integer id, string name, and double as a mark, and then student constructor, then add age method, and then show college method, and there is some execution written inside the main method. So first thing which will do, what it will do, it will class loader will load this student class inside the JVM. Once this class gets loaded into the JVM, JVM will store the class level information in the method area. So you can take this as a method area. So consider this is a method area. So inside that, what JVM will do, JVM will store the class level or metadata information in the method area. So it will store what are the variables names. So variable name are college, ID, name, marks. Then we are having student, constructor, then add age, then we are having show college method. So these data will be stored inside the method area. Okay, so now if you look into this, there is a static variable college, okay, and with that is string variable. So this is a string variable, right? So first time only it will look, and that is static also. It will create a that static that string variable inside the scp. So if you take an example, this is an heap area, and inside the heap only you will have a separate area which is an scp. So if you take this is an scp is nothing but the string constant pool, okay. Scp, I will write it as a scp. So it will create a abc college inside this one, okay, abc college, and it will be referred to this college variable, this college variable, okay. So this variable will refer to this thing. Okay, now this is a static variable, right? So what it will do, whenever this will be created only once, and whenever the student object will be created, that time it will be referred to this ABC college. Okay. Now the next part is this is like program will start executing with the main method. Okay. So this main method, whenever it will start, that time it will create one stack frame inside the stack. So if you consider, this is in a stack memory area, okay. This is in a stack memory. Maybe I can write above so to avoid confusion. So this will be stack, okay, stack memory, and this is in a heap, okay. This is heap, this is heap, okay. So of separate main thread will be assigned. So if you see, this will be for the main method, this will be for the main method. And if you see now in the main method, there the JVM pointer will move to this line, okay, this line. So in this method, there is in this line student s1 equal to new student, and it is having 101 as a ID and Rajesh. So what it will do, JVM will first look there in the method area. In the method area, is there any a constructor? Yeah, which takes the two parameter. Yeah, this is having the student which takes the ID and the name, right? So what it will do, it will create a student object inside the heap memory. It will create a student object. So it will create a student object inside the heap memory, and which is having the id question mark, now name equal to question mark, okay. And this okay, now what it will do, and this object will be referred inside the main. So this s1 will be created here, and this s1 will refer to this student object, okay, this student object. Now constructor starts executing. So that time it will create another one stack frame, and that time you can see this dot id. So it will start assigning this id and name. So where what it will happen, so it will look for the id is 101 and name is Rajesh. So it will simply create Rajesh inside the Rajesh will get created inside the scp, right? So it will create Rajesh inside the scp, and this will be assigned here, this will be assigned here, and the id will be having in a 101, id will be having in a 101. So it simply creates here 101 101 to the id, okay. Now this is for the student constructor. Once this execution gets complete, now it will complete to this 11 number line, that time this memory get vanish. This stack memory gets vanish. This will vanish. Now JVM pointer will move to the next line. So there is an it will say there is a show college method is calling. Do we have show college method in the method area for this student class? Yeah, I do have show college method. So simply first it will create a stack frame inside the stack memory. So this will be having a show college method. So it is having show college method. Show college method. Okay. And what we are, and it will start executing this show college method. What we are doing printing this college, printing the college, and college is already having a value assigned at initially only. So it will just print that method and it will reach to the end of this method. Then this memory again gets vanished. Stack memory will again removed. Then pointer will move to the next line. It will see s1 dot add age. So it will create a separate method area, stack memory inside the add method. In the stack add age will be created inside the stack. So and it will call that method add age, and what we are doing, integer age equal to 22, right? So it will basically assign, create a variable age, and it will be assigned to 22. And now it will again come, it will again reach to the end of this method. It memory is again got removed. Okay, now the pointer will return to the line number 32. This will be the end of the main method. So basically the end main main method stack frame area also get vanish. Okay, also get vanish. So this reference is also, this reference is also removed, right? So let's see eraser. So this reference also gets removed. So this reference also get removed. Then this JVM run, the garbage collector run, that time it will remove these objects from the heap also. So all this memory area get clean. So this is how the memory management works. Hope you guys have understood this. And yeah, so in the next coming video we are covering the next part, that is how garbage collector will remove this object, and how, what are the types of garbage collector, what are the algorithm of the garbage collector. So those things we are covering in the next video. So guys, please do like, share, subscribe this channel. Thank you. Bye bye.